So the conclusion of the research was that if you want inspiring leadership, you need to be thinking very carefully about that balance between management and leadership, but also those personal attributes, those aspects of character that were considered to be essential to drive performance forward. And when you get that mixture of all three just right, you are on track for that level of success that you rightly so deserve. So the question for me as I reflected on the race, particularly in the few years after, was would greater use of those behaviours made a bigger difference to us as a team? Well, I reflected in particular on one environment, a situation where we faced a huge challenge. And the hurricane that you see on the screen here is the very hurricane that we saw on our intranet screens on the yachts in the middle of the North Atlantic. And over the next few days, we realized that we were, like it or not, on collision course with this hurricane. And this, for me in particular, was where that vulnerability piece came out, because I remember many of the crew talking openly around the bazaars about how they were feeling. Some were being very honest, and some I knew weren't being quite as honest. And I had to listen to one of my crew actually tap me on the shoulder and say, listen, Will, we need you to lead here by telling us how we should be feeling. How are you feeling? And what I hadn't done was demonstrate any of that vulnerability. And it was a big lesson for me in terms of putting your hands up from time to time and saying, you know what, I'm not sure, but together we'll work our way forward.